The wind caresses my cheek. I push down on the pedals and begin the ascent up Harumi Bridge. The spokes revolve rhythmically, reflecting the sunlight. Sweat oozes out of every pore, but it's not unpleasant. I find that freaking unpleasant. It feels good, healthy, like running around the school field as a child.
The weather's so nice.
Why'd I have to come along?
Same here. The wind's too strong. You're a little chubby, Daru-kun. I think you need to exercise more.
Fat neckbeard master race. Leading the way at a terrific pace is Suzuha on her trusty mountain bike.
What a view!
From here you can see across Tokyo Bay, all the way to Rainbow Bridge in the distance. Akiba and the jumbled sprawl of central Tokyo are 2 hours' ride behind us. Here on this artificial island there are only skyscrapers and vacant lots, one extreme or the other. One time I took the bus back to Akiba after Kamima, so I already knew how close it was, but I never thought I'd come here with my bike. Except for Suzuha, we're all using rent-a-cycles. I wanted to change the pace from the search for the unfindable pin, so I proposed this cycling expedition. Of course, I already know who the pin belongs to and who Suzuha's father is. But I have chosen not to tell anyone. If at all possible, I want to spend these 2 days in peace and delay Suzuha's time travel. That is my goal now.
I thought this trip would be a waste of time at first, but I guess people need to take a break once in a while. I'd rather be working on the time loop machine.
This just proves that I belong indoors.
You two are all worn out. Come on, guys, stamina is the key to survival. Just drink your stamina potions, glug glug.
This was not supposed to symbolize anything. Kurisu and Daru are exhausted while Suzuha and Mayuri are still going strong. I already knew the distance between Akiba and Ariake, so I'm able to pace myself in order to conserve energy. Smart. Water. Where's a vending machine? I could kill for a glass of water. Sorry, but there's no convenience store until we cross another bridge after this one. Tough it out. You serious? I can't, it's impossible.
Wow, Okurin, you really know the area. Have you been here before?
Yeah, many times. How long have I been living in this closed loop of time? It's already getting hard to keep track of the days, so instead I think in 2-day cycles. This should be the 4th cycle. This time, only I know that Mayuri is fated to die. By keeping that secret, I allow us to spend these days like normal kids our age would. This cycling expedition is part of that. Suzuha and Mayuri enjoy the ride, so I make sure we do it each time I repeat the loop. Our current destination is Tokyo Big Sight, the massive convention center in Ariake. In a few days, it will be home to Kamima, the world's largest doujinshi marketplace event. We are sort of escaping from reality though, just hiding in the past, which is a very comfortable option. But of course it doesn't save the future from dystopian rule. Big sight straight ahead. It shouldn't take more than 10 minutes to get there. Let's take a break first. Darus uses up the last of his strength. While still on his bike, he rests his body against the guardrail separating us from the road. I turn and pull up next to Daru's bike. It's not safe there. Come on. Let me rest. I said it's not safe. I sigh and pull Daru up by the arm. Okay. Daru stands up. A second later... a huge truck speeds past. The gust of wind left in its wake nearly bowls us over. Or bowl, rather, since it's like bowling? The bridge sways beneath our feet. That was close! It probably wouldn't have hit him anyway, but still, best to be careful. You saved me, Okurin.
You know, that was almost like Okurin saw the future. You got a D-mail, didn't you?
Mayuri's innocent smile. Kurisu's cynical grin. To them, it's a joke, but they're not mistaken. The only thing they got wrong was that I didn't send a D-mail. I time-leaped.
Dots.
Suzuha's eyes meet mine. She was laughing just moments ago, but now she looks confused, uncertain. I avert my eyes. Holy land, I have returned! Daru, whose vigor restored, faces Big Sight with his arms spread wide.
Wow, I never seen it this empty. Look at all that space. It's hard to believe they filled this whole area during Kamima.
In the emptiness, it is easy to see how truly majestic Big Sight is. At Kamima, when you're wading through a sea of people, it's just another big building.
Hey, Mayushi's hungry.
Isn't there a restaurant nearby? Let's take a break.
I can't believe we have to bike all the way back. What a nightmare.
The three of them go searching for the family restaurant. Suzuha is still gazing at Big Sight. I wonder if she's going to confront us about the time travel accusation. What's wrong, Suzuha? I asked a question, though I already know how she'll answer. She's excited to see Big Sight in real life.
I'm excited to see Big Sight in real life.
Suzuha's eyes are shining.
It's gone by 2036, you know? They cleared it to make way for bigger, better convention centers. Tokyo's full of them in my time. They even moved the dome out there.
Suzuha points to the middle of Tokyo Bay.
Ashida Itaru called it the Holy Land. Is that how you see it in this time? So this is where they have Kamima. I've heard of it. Hundreds of thousands of people come, right? Mom said that's where she met my dad.
Ah, so your mother was a Fuyoshi.
I always wanted to see this place. Thank you, Kaburin Taro. I feel closer to my dad now.
A sharp pain stabs through my heart. I know who Suzuha's father is. He's right over there. But I won't tell her. Not until the afternoon of the 13th when the time leap machine is complete. For now, I just want to prolong these 2 days of peace.
Okurin, Suzu-san, come on, come on! That's us? Come on, I'm starving.
Suzuha grabs my hand and we take off running. Somehow I manage to force a smile. Today was fun. Tomorrow will be fun. Every day will be fun. Forever. The wind caresses my cheek. I push down on the pedals and begin the ascent up Harumi Bridge. The spokes revolve slowly, reflecting the sunlight. Sweat oozes out of every pore, but it's not unpleasant. It feels good, healthy, like running around the school field as a child.
The weather's so nice.
Why did I have to come along?
Same here. The wind's too strong. You're a little chubby, Daru-kun. I think you need to exercise more.
Fat neckbeard master race. Leading the way at a terrific pace is Suzuha on her trusty mountain bike.
What a view!
From here you can see across Tokyo Bay, all the way to Rainbow Bridge in the distance. Except for Suzuha, we're all using rent-a-cycles. I wanted to change a pace from the search for the unfindable pin, so I proposed this cycling expedition.
I thought this trip would be a waste of time at first, but I guess people need to take a break once in a while. I'd rather be working on the time leap machine.
This just proves that I belong indoors.
You two are all worn out. Come on guys, stamina is the key to survival.
Kurisu and Dara are exhausted while Suzuha and Moiri are still going strong. I already know the distance between Akiba and Ariake, so I'm able to pace myself in order to conserve energy. Water! Where's the vending machine? I could kill for a glass of water. Sorry, but there's no convenience stores until we cross another bridge after this one. Tough it out. I reply mechanically. You serious? I can't. It's impossible.
Wow, Okurin, you really know the area. Have you been here before?
Yeah. Many times. What cycle is this? My 10th? It must be more than that by now. I'm still repeating the same 2 days. Moeka's attack? Mayuri's death? Those things will never, ever happen. Today, once again, we're off on an adventure. Big sight straight ahead. It shouldn't take more than 10 minutes to get there.
This is kind of sad. It's honestly kind of sad.
Let's take a break first. Taurus used up the last of his strength. While still on his bike, he rests his body against the guardrail separating us from the road. I turn and pull up next to Daru's bike. It's not set! I swallow my words. Thoughts too dark to be my own suddenly slip into mind. What will happen if I don't pull Daru back? Will the truck catch on Daru's fat? Will it send him flying like a ragdoll? Will it take off his head? Will blood spray from the stump like a crimson fountain? Will the girl scream, I wonder? Let's find out. What difference does it make if Daru dies? I can just time leap again, can't I?
Well, not unless the machine needs to be finished. Right?
Go back to the start of the loop and Daru will be as good as new. Besides, everyone needs a little spice in their life.
I can't remember which day the time leap machine is finished on. I think it's the same day. It's on the same Friday, right?
For these 2 days, I am God. I choose who lives and who... Whoa! The sound of a horn blasts my eardrums. Daru jerks back from the guardrail. A split second later, the truck howls past. Daru loses his balance and falls on his butt. That was close!
Hey, are you okay? Are you hurt?
Chris and Suzuha get off their bicycles and help Daru up.
That truck was mean!
The truck has already crossed the intersection after the bridge. We watch it drive away. Man, what a shock! What was with that guy? Crazy drivers! I should have checked the number. Then I could be like, reported!
Nothing actually happened, so there's not much point in reporting it.
Dots. Everyone's fussing over Daru. I stand a few steps away, staring at my hands. I'm glad it ended as something to laugh about, but what was I thinking just now? I began this loop so that no one would be hurt, so that Mayuri would live and Suzuha would never go back in time. Yet just now, I was ready to watch Daru die. Some part of me wanted it to happen.
Ukaba Rintaro?
I cower in reflex upon hearing my name. Suzuha is staring at me. There are questions in her eyes. She can't have heard my dark thoughts just now. And yet, I feel like she can see right through me.
You look pale.
What's wrong, Okarin? I'm the one who should be shaking. Right. I was just imagining what would happen if I had lost my super haka. The lab can't survive without you. I use a purposefully extravagant tone to cover up my guilty thoughts and start pedaling. Break's over. Let's go. I am this world's observer. Nothing can escape my subjectivity. Everything and everyone exists as I will it. Mayuri, Kurisu, Daru, even Suzuha. Here, we can live in peace and harmony. None of us need ever face death. A 48-hour eternity. I am the creator of this paradise. And so, I know. Tomorrow will be another wonderful day.
Here's the thing though. Doesn't time leaping put a strain on your body and mind? I would assume that after a certain amount of leaps, you would be too out of it to be able to leap anymore though. Holy Land, I have returned! Daru, his vigor restored, greets Big Side with his arms spread wide. Wow, I've never seen it this empty. Look at all that space, it's hard to believe they filled this whole area during Kamima. In the emptiness, it is easy to see how truly majestic Big Side is. At Kamima, when you're wading through a sea of people, it's just another big building. I'll kind of be rushing through the things that we read before. Hey, Miyushi's hungry! Isn't there a restaurant nearby? Let's take a break.
I can't believe we have to bike all the way back. What a nightmare. The three of them go searching for the family restaurant. Suzuha is still gazing at Big Sight. My eyes roam her body. Yeah, I was scared you would start having thoughts like these, considering it's a universe where there's almost no consequences. But here's the thing, like, you still need to actually physically use the time leap machine. So you can't just do anything that would prevent you from using it at that time, you know? Those tight legs, that slender body. Her clothes accentuate all her fine curves. Her breasts are surprisingly large. Okabe Rintaro approved. Something stirs in my heart and in my pants. Hot and heavy, like thick lava. It whispers to me words like poison. What if... Jesus Christ! What if I lure her into a dark corner and have my way with her? What then? We're talking about super kick-ass Suzuha boxer-chan who beat up several armed thugs at your place. Do you really think she'll let you overpower her? Even if you could, dude, getting her alone would be simple enough. All I have to do is offer information on her father and she'll follow me anywhere. To make matters easier, no Amane Suzuha exists in present-day Japan. No documents proving Japanese citizenship, not even a birth certificate. It's only natural. She won't be born for another 7 years. So even if she runs to the police, nobody will believe a word she says. I imagine she'll put up a fight. She was a member of the resistance in her time, and I know she's stronger than she looks. But she's still just a girl. It may take some doing, but I'll have my way with her in the end. Another me? Hoyen Kiyuma perhaps? Is whispering inside my head. You want a woman, don't you? It says. Of course you do. It's instinct. So what if she's Daru's daughter? So what if she's on a mission to save the future? Forget about that. She's a fine woman. That's all. You're not a saint, Okabe Rintaro. What was it you call yourself again? That's right, an insane mad scientist. If you're really insane, then let's see you snap. Remember, you have the power of a god. You can rape her, and then undo it with a time leap machine. And hey, while you're at it, why not taste the same girl's virginity over and over again? Wouldn't that be something? All those virgins-only freaks would kill to be you. Hell, why stop at rape? Think of what else you can do with a time leap machine. Murder, steal, kidnap, destroy. Is that the best you can do, Okabe Rintaro? Is that really all the evil in your heart? Well, I guess you're only human after all. Think about it, Okabe Rintaro. Sure, you wanted this loop, but repeat the same 2 days forever? Sounds like torture to me. Aren't you tired of it already? These 2 days should be your paradise. Forget about petty laws and morals. You're a hunter. Taboos mean nothing to you. Hunt your prey and eat your fill. The voice is right. I am the observer. I am God. I can do anything. To her. Kill her. Rape her. No one can judge me in this closed loop of time. Forget your morals. Trust your primal urges. Gah. I cover my ears and avert my eyes from Suzuha. Bzz, 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 bzz. My ears are ringing. Someone is trying to crush my soul, projecting thoughts not my own onto the screen of my heart.
Okaburintaro?
Suddenly, Suzuha grabs me by the shoulders and peers into my face. The warmth from her hands makes the buzzing grow louder.
You really are sick, aren't you? Want to sit down?
I'm afraid to look at Suzuha with these dark feelings clogging my mind. I shake her off and flee towards Big Sight.
Okaburintaro! Where are you going?
I need to get away from Suzuha. If I don't, I might give in to the urge. I stare at my hands. Clench, open. Clench, open. Repeat, repeat. My hands still move. Just as I expect them to. Just as I order them to. But those dark impulses, the devil's whispers, how can I explain those? What the hell was that? What's happening to me? I start to tremble. My teeth chatter. The sun's hot enough to burn my skin, but I feel cold. You gotta break out of this loop, man. You're gonna go insane. Or do stuff that you're gonna regret. Because there are more complications to it than you think. First of all, you could mess up and not be able to return to the time leap machine in time. Meaning Mayuri would die, or let's say even Kurisu somehow dies, or like the time leap machine doesn't get finished. Plus the fact that the things you do to people, it's still something that they'll experience in real time, even though it doesn't like get consequences for you, right? Because that would be on a separate world line. There's still somebody experiencing that. So it's not like, you know, a dream where there truly are no consequences because you're not hurting anybody by, you know, stabbing a random person in your dreams. But here, we gotta get out of this. I'm afraid of myself. I'm still okay, aren't I? I'm Hoyun Kiyuma, Okaburintaro, the insane mad scientist with a fetish for science and chaos. See? I still know who I am. Still? What is that supposed to mean? Will I eventually lose control of myself? Am I going to break? Like a Moebius strip, the same 2 days go round and 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 round. But today, I failed to keep them the same. My feelings became twisted. Today on Harumi Bridge, I didn't just hesitate to save Daru, I nearly yielded to my dark emotions. Dark emotions. Dark impulses. Emotions seeping with venom. I listened to their poisonous, disgusting whispers, and I was almost drawn in. There's no denying it. Worse, that was but a taste of what might lurk inside my heart. If those emotions attack me again, this time crashing over me like a tsunami, will I be able to control myself? Mayuri, Kurisu, Daru, Suzuha. Will I be able to keep myself from hurting them, no matter what? Will I be able to keep everyone safe in this loop I made for Mayuri and Suzuha's sake? Do I really have such strength? I don't know. That answer is hardly reassuring. But for now, it's the only answer I got. This endless loop is the world I wished for. I can only protect this world. Only I can protect this world. Pray that those impulses were just a fluke, that they'll never resurface again. I ask only that tomorrow be peaceful. The wind caresses my cheek. I push down on the pedals and begin the ascent up Harumi Bridge. The spokes revolve rhythmically, reflecting the sunlight. Sweat oozes out of every pore, but it's not unpleasant. It feels good, healthy, like running around the school field as a child.
The weather's so nice.
Ugh, why'd I have to come along?
Same here. The wind's too strong. You're a little too chubby, Daru-kun. I think you need to exercise more.
Fat neckbeard master race, yeah. Leading the way at a terrific pace is Suzuha on her trusty mountain bike. What a view! From here you can see across Tokyo Bay, all the way to Rainbow Bridge in the distance. Except for Suzuha, we're all using rent-a-cycles. I wanted to change the pace from the search for the unfindable pin, so I proposed this cycling expedition. I thought this trip would be a waste of time at first, but I guess people need to take a break once in a while, huh? I'd rather be working on the time leap machine. This just proves that I belong indoors. You two are all worn out. Come on guys, stamina is the key to survival. Kurisu and Daru are exhausted while Suzuha and Mayuri are still going strong. I already know the distance between Akiba and Ariake, so I'm able to pace myself in order to conserve energy. Water! Where's a vending machine? I could kill for a glass of water. Then do it. Huh? Everyone turns to look at me. Do it. Kill someone. Why so serious, man? Come on, what are you waiting for? If you want to do it, then do it. Hey, Okabe, what's gotten into you? Okarin, you shouldn't say things like that. Tuts. What's up with you, man? Nothing. There's a convenience store once we pass 2 bridges. Tough it out. Really? That's farther than I thought. Tuts. Hundreds of days have passed since this began. Maybe thousands. How many cycles has it been? I've repeated this loop so many times that I've grown tired of keeping track. I can barely remember the reason I started. The days go by like tearing pages from a calendar. Everyone says the same things, everyone responds in the same way. I've noticed my biorhythm seems a bit off, but aside from that, every day is the same. Why don't you go do something else? I mean, you're not limited to a bike ride, are you? If you're so bored of this loop, change it a bit. But not in the way that you're thinking about. Same. Yes, subtle deviations occur, but it's all within acceptable limits. In the end, the result is always the same. Everything that happens is insignificant, meaningless, pointless. I'm the only one still living in this loop. Everyone else is just being kept alive. By me. We're just spinning our wheels in a dead world. My soul died some cycles back. I don't remember. This isn't life. Mayuri's death? Moeka's raid? Suzuha's time travel? I may have cared about those things once. Not anymore. When did I stop caring? When did I become a machine, looping and looping for all eternity? Nothing matters. When these 2 days are over, they will start again. Everything will be reset. I will reset it myself. Then I guess it's pointless to worry. Ridiculous. How many times have I repeated this loop? My senses have gotten dull. It's getting harder to respond to the things I see and hear. I feel detached, like I'm isolated inside a thin membrane. And I've already gotten used to it. I don't find it inconvenient anymore. I simply adapted. I simply optimized. To this far too narrow world. To this far too gentle world. Why shouldn't I adapt? This is my world. I quit cycling. Doris used up the last of his strength. While still on his bike, he rests his body against the guardrail separating us from the road. I stop my bicycle and watch him passively. Whoa! The horn blares. Daru jerks away from the rail. A split second later, the truck howls past. Daru loses his balance and falls on his butt. That was close. Hey, are you okay? Are you hurt? Chris and Suzuha get off their bicycles and help Daru up. That truck was mean. The truck has already crossed the intersection after the bridge. We watch it drive away. Man, what a shock! I was with that guy. Crazy drivers. I should have checked the number. Then I could be like, reported. So report him. The truck's number smoothly rolls off my tongue. I've seen it so many times it's like a brand on my brain. There, now you know. Report him. I hold my phone out. It's like we don't care about consequences anymore. We're just looking for anything to change up this dull environment. Did I do something, Ocarin? You said you wanted to report him, so I'm giving you the opportunity. My tone is flat. I'm just saying whatever comes to mind. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. I agree that Hoshida could be a little less lazy, but you're going way too far, Okabe. Shut up, you class rep wannabe. What? No fighting, guys. Darukun's okay, so let's be happy, okay? I ignore Mayuri and shove my phone at Daru. You're not going to report him? Well, I guess I'll let him off the hook this time. I sigh and put away my phone. That's... Suzuha staring at me again. She looks like she wants to say something. But who cares what she thinks? I feel nothing. I wonder if Suzuha's eventually going to catch on. Like, although she'll only, experience this once, she'll notice that during one of these loops, our behavior will be so weird that she'll confront us about it, and maybe that will change the future and we'll break out of the loop. Damn. The tired Kurisu, the re-energized Daru, and the ever-energetic Mayuri repeat the same conversation I've seen hundreds of times. And then they go search for the restaurant. Dots. I turn my back to them and walk towards the ocean. But Suzuha stands in front of me, blocking my way. Dots. Dots. Her eyes bore into mine. I try to pass without saying anything. But she cuts me off. I see the sincere concern in her eyes, but it can no longer sway my heart, not even a little. Hey, wasn't there a movie about a guy who gets trapped in some kind of time loop? Yeah, I knew she would catch on. What? What the hell is she talking about? Who do you think you're talking to right now? Groundhog Day, right? It was like 100 years old when I saw it. The movies in my time are all boring. CERN propaganda, you know? So we watch old movies instead. Like Groundhog Day. Never heard of it. It was pretty unsatisfying. I was trying to brush her off, but Suzuha keeps talking. I mean, the loop ends without the hero really doing anything. Like he becomes a good person and suddenly happy ending. Kinda dumb. You're trapped in a time loop too, aren't you? All of us are. Dots. Say something, Okabe Rintaro. You've been here before, haven't you? Her gaze seems to pierce through everything. I find myself blinking involuntarily. Then my eyes drop to my feet. What are you talking about? A hoarse voice leaks from the back of my throat. It doesn't sound like my own. I saw Big Side for the first time today, but this isn't the first time I've seen it. I feel my heart skip a beat. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Word games? We've come here before, haven't we? You've experienced today multiple times, haven't you? How many times? Dots. Answer me! Suddenly Suzuha seizes my arm. You have the eyes of a dead man. I know those eyes. They're everywhere you look in my time. Look at me, Okabe Rintaro. Don't kill your soul! Slowly, feelings rise. From the depths of my heart. Like an oiled machine grinding back to life. Makiza Kurisu's soon-to-be completed time machine. Time leap machine. You've been using it to repeat the past, haven't you? What if I have? Why are you doing this? Who knows? The reason no longer matters. What are you running from? Running? Yeah, I'm running. Running from Mayuri's death. That's why I'm going to 1975. I'll bring you the IBM 5100 and then you can... No, you fail. What? And then after 25 lonely, meaningless years, you hang yourself.
What? But...
That's why I'm hiding in this loop, so that neither you nor Mayuri will die. That's it. That was the reason. I entered this loop resolved to save them, but my resolve has long since turned to dust. As long as I repeat these 2 days, nothing changes. Nobody dies. I've accepted that duty, to keep everyone alive.
That's only from your perspective. The world continues into the future independent of you. No matter how many thousands of loops you make, Shin and Mayuri will still die. It's not a solution.
Yeah. My lips twist into a self-deriding smile. But I'm not looking for a solution.
Do you intend to keep looping forever?
Yes. I've accepted that duty.
You haven't accepted anything. Can't you see how it's twisted you?
No matter what happens to me, this world will continue. The loop will continue. No matter what happens, the loop will not end.
How long can you endure living frozen in time? You can't keep this up forever, you know? Your body may never die, but look at yourself, Okabe Rintaro. Your soul is already hanging by a thread.
But what else can I do? I don't have it in me to sacrifice anyone. You, Mayuri, you're my friends. I can't lose either of you. Dots. Suzuha hangs her head with a sorrowful expression. Is the interrogation over? I try to end the conversation by walking towards the sea again, but she grabs my hand to stop me. You have more to say?
Do I really hang myself?
Yeah.
Do I really fail my mission?
Yeah.
Dots.
Suzuha bites her lip and hangs her head. Maybe I shouldn't have told her the truth. But it doesn't really matter. If I time leap again, this conversation will never have happened.
In that case, will you come with me, Okabe Rintaro? What? Will you come with me to 1975?
This is so freaking cool. That's the last thing I expected to hear. Go with her to 1975? What will happen if I go? Suzuha grasps my hand tightly.
You can help me so that I don't fail. And maybe we can find another way to change the future.
Is that possible? My heart beats. My eyes open. Color returns to the world. Spit flies out of my mic and hits my pop filter.
The world line might shift in a completely unanticipated direction. What you know as the present may change dramatically. The future gadget lab might not exist in the future we make. Shina Mayuri, Hashira Itaru, and Makizu Kurisu might not even be born. Even if they are born, they might be different people with different names. But if we go to 1975, we'll have 35 years before we reach the 2012 convergence. I don't know how we'll change the world line, but we'll have plenty of time to prepare. If you're okay with all that, then why not come with me? To tell the truth, I want someone to come with me.
Someone? In other words, it doesn't have to be me.
I don't want to go knowing I'll fail. I don't want my death to be meaningless. So come with me. Save me. I want to save you too. I can't bear to see you like this. Will you continue this loop until your soul is ground to nothing? Once that happens, time will start moving again and the ending you've been postponing will occur. When your soul finally dies, Shina Mayuri will die too. I will fail and hang myself, all according to schedule. What you're doing is nothing but slow suicide. If you're willing to go that far, then come with me instead. Save me.
The hands of my clock stopped ticking long ago. Now, slowly, they begin to move forward. I'll go. I'll go with you. Please, take me with you.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I should have noticed sooner.
Suzuha gently embraces me, as if to warm my frozen heart. The wind blows, the clouds flow and change shape. Sunset. The sky so terribly orange. The color of dawn. The color of dusk. The color of the world's end. The color of the world's beginning. While Daru was repairing the time machine, I let my mind rest. I avoided all contact, slept like a log, and tried to piece my soul back together. On the afternoon of the 13th, I received word that the repairs are complete. I send an email calling all members to a meeting. Then, as everyone else gathers at the lab, I head to Radio Kaikon alone. Suzuha is waiting there, standing before the time machine with glistening eyes. She gives me one last warning. Remember, this time machine only goes one way. Once we leave, there's no coming back. Even so, will you still come with me? I slowly nod. And you? Are you sure about this? There's a good chance we'll both lose our memories during the leap. You said it took me 24 years to remember. But this time I have you. Something might change. Wishful thinking. Does that mean you're backing out? I'm going, no matter what. No, I made up my mind. I don't know how it will turn out. We're certainly at a disadvantage. But still, I never thought I'd be so thankful to not know what's coming next. It's so stimulating. It sends shivers down my spine. I feel like I'm actually here. Did you tell everyone? I bid them farewell. Mayuri, Daru, Kurisu. I left them each a handwritten letter. The lab is probably chaos by now. I also mailed letters to my parents and my friends at school, telling them not to look for me. My parents would probably be sad, but this time I'm not running away. I want to believe I'm not running away. You know, Suzuha stands next to me, looking at the time machine. She finally smiles, though her eyes still shine with unshed tears. It's kind of like we're eloping. There's nothing to feel guilty about. In fact, I want to thank you, Suzuha. If you hadn't invited me, I'd still be living in the loop, living like a corpse. So thank you, Suzuha. Let's fight to change the future. Together. Yeah. We clasp our hands. Suzuha's grip is so strong, it kind of hurts. But that pain tells me I'm alive. That is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. Oh my god. Nobody sends us off. Nobody could. This is a one-way trip through time. Once we go, there's no coming back. 1975. That's before I was even born. We're headed for the past. No. For a future that is yet to be written. Not the world line Suzuha left, nor the world line she desired. We are reaching for an entirely new future. Dots. Our eyes meet. Our hands clasp tightly. Let's go. Yeah. The time has come for us to depart. Our mission? To change 35 years of history. We boldly lift our heads, ready to challenge fate. Together.
Wait, that was it? Wait, what? Wait, it stops here? Wait, it's over? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, does this game have several endings or something? Is this... what? Does it end here? I thought the game would go longer, like I thought we would get to see CERN and stuff. I thought
What? Okay. Okay. Let's check this out. Okay. Google, I'm confused. Is this everything there is to this game? What? Still, like, that last episode, I really like him being in the loop and stuff. Wow, that was really cool. This should continue, right? Like, cause this cliffhanger. You complain about my cliffhangers? This music might be copyrighted. We don't want copyrighted music, that's very true. So like in this series there are 3 games. The first game is called Chaos Head, which is the prequel, or like I don't know if prequel is the right word, but the game that came before this. Yeah, and then there's a game coming afterwards called Robotics Nodes, which is supposed to be a successor, but looking at the art, I can't see the characters. Wait, okay, I'm just a bit confused here, because they said that I had 50% CG completion. Oh, so there's so many different... Oh, okay. Okay, I get a little bit more now. That was just one of the many scenarios. That was the Irreversible Reboot ending. Me and Suzuha going to the past to change it. So there is more to this game then. I think like the path like depends on what you do with your phone and such. If we have a look at the CG library, we can see that there are several things that we have not seen. Not a whole... Well, yeah, there are several things, but... Okay. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Wow. Okay. Well, I'll see you in the next episode for more Steins Gate. I mean, we gotta see all the endings, right? Like, it feels weird to just do one ending. It came really suddenly. Wow. Yeah, have a still good day, take care and stay awesome. But most importantly, everybody, stay dark. Goodbye.